Good evening, everybody. My name is David.
And I'm James.
Welcome to the Tuesday show. Today we're going to be talking about fighting games, etc. That will include results of tournaments such as EGL Dallas versus Fighting, VF Cup, Topanga results, Super Smash Con, and then also we'll talk about upcoming stuff and Rising Thunder.
Yes. Rising Thunder.
Probably some other stuff too. We'll talk about like Vega and Necalli and whatever that game is.
Right, exactly. And then we'll probably get into some Splat stuff as well.
Probably. We'll also talk about Kazunoko and team stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Some unfortunate news for Kazunoko over there. So.
Indeed.
Yes.
But let's begin with
Results. Lots of event. Dude, right now there's so many events going on. And in fact, the guy who maintains the FGC calendar that we use for a lot of the information, there's like I seriously, when I look at the thing, there's like 8 things going on a weekend, it feels like. I swear, it's pretty crazy.
It's a busy time.
Yeah. It's really cool, though. It's really cool. And usually, this is reserved for right before EVO.
Right.
But right now, it's actually happening constantly, so...
Man, August used to be a dead month. Remember that? Like, there was very little happening post-EVO in olden times.
Yeah. Before Street Fighter 4, like, literally, after August, people stopped playing fighting games until... like December or something like that. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. In fact, I still take my break after EVO, and I realized that was to my detriment in Mortal Kombat. Talk about MK results at EGL Dallas.
Sure. Okay.
Might as well just use that to hop into the results.
Yes.
So, very big tournament in terms of payout that happened in Dallas at EGL Epic GL. I believe.
Gaming League, maybe?
That sounds right, yeah. And it was Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Smash and Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know we've mentioned it on the show before it happened, but there wasn't a lot of hubbub around this event, especially for a lot of the big prize, but I mean, a lot of the top players ended up going, so it was really cool to see that they all made it out there. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, there was $10,000 in the pot for each of those games, which is... Huge, especially considering the size of the event otherwise. Like you said, it just seemed like it wasn't as promoted as you might expect.
Right.
I mean, like James said, we talked about it.
Right.
But I didn't hear too much about it otherwise.
Right, exactly. So, but I mean, it's cool if they can keep something going and get started. Again, this is just one of those first step things for them. If next year they can come back, offer the same or more prize money next year, and everything just keeps growing, then hey, that's great. More high prize fighting game events, the better.
Agreed. Okay, well, let's talk about the results. As you said, for MK and for Street Fighter, very, very high-level players were there.
Yes.
Some of the best in the country for both games were there. This has MK first, so let's talk about that top 8. That top 8, from the bottom, 7th place was Yomi Michelangelo with Summoner Quan Chi, but I think Sorcerer too, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Then 7th also was F3 Alucard with Kodokan War God, but also Crystal and Tremor.
Really? Okay.
I think mostly Tremor.
Okay.
Then 5th was Yomi Slayer with Shaolin Kongjin and Hishikuten Predator. Then 5th also was Yomi MIT with Kobujutsu Tanya, Covert Ops Sonya, and Thunder God Raiden.
Okay.
4th, Yomi Forever King, Tempest Kung Lao, Relentless Jason, and Hishikuten Predator.
Okay.
3rd place, CR Sonic Fox.
3rd place?
3rd place, CR Sonic Fox.
Okay.
With Hunter Predator, Royal Storm Katana, Bone Shaper Shinnok, and Outlaw Aaron Black. 2nd place, Yomi DJT, Kung Lao Tempest, and Aftershock Tremor.
Okay.
Winner.
I'm sensing a theme here.
yeah, but it's gone now. CR Wound Cowboy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With
Okay,
Imposter
cool.
and
Stuff.
Bone Shaper Shinnok.
So the Shinnok results kind of happened after EVO then, because a lot of people were talking about how he was going to dominate, around EVO time, and he didn't make top 8, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
You are correct.
Yeah, but now, I mean, I see a couple of them there, but obviously the standout thing is Tremor and Predator.
Tremor and Predator, yeah. I mean, I talked about having taken a little break after EVO, right?
Right.
And in fact, my break just started like right before Evo because I was very busy the week before leading up because I have to basically do all this stuff that I otherwise would be doing during Evo, like actual work. You know what I mean? Like I have to get ready in advance. So I couldn't really play it the week in advance, which means that I haven't really messed with Predator and Tremor all that much. And then I tune into the stream, and it's basically the Predator and Tremor show. And then on top of that are two characters who were really changed right before Evo also, which are Bone Shaper Shinnok and Katana. And I feel like MKX is like a month and a half old game. It's not. It's like 4 months old, but like it's kind of a month old game. It's weird.
Because like nothing in there, you weren't familiar with all the stuff that was going on, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh man.
You know what? I mean, it's not like they've even had a patch, so I'm not going to cry too much about this. It's just new characters. It's just bad timing on my part. That's not even NRS's fault.
But I mean, here's the interesting thing, though. So far, the pattern of the DLC characters has been that they're too strong.
Dude, the DLC? Yeah, let's look at the results here.
Like, like not even just the results. Okay. Like, think about CEO and Tanya.
Right.
Right? She was overpowered then,
She's still in top 8.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so...
MIT still used her. And by the way, 2 Jasons in top 8 and 9. So even Jason, who I feel like is not terrible, but not very good, but other people think he's really good.
Well, there you go.
In any case, very cool that Wound Cowboy took it because I didn't realize this. Apparently that was his first ever major win, but he's been a top player in MK9 and in Justice. He definitely prefers the keep away style.
Okay.
And Bone Shaper and some extent Imposter lets him do that. So I feel like it's nice that he sort of has a style. He has a character that fits him now.
Right.
And same thing with Predator. The Hishkuten Predator with the lasers.
Right. Okay.
Looks like a really good...
Dude, I know nothing about Predator.
Dude, here's what Predator does in Hishkuten. 50% on any hit. but on top of that, maybe 40% to be more accurate. But
Okay.
His pressure up close is basically just button laser, button laser, button laser, button laser, and he can go low laser or and he can do EX laser to make it safer. Whatever.
Right.
It's that's what it is. But he can definitely zone with laser, and he throws this thing into the sky that's like a disc, and it comes down and helps him zone or helps him in combos. Set things up. It's really good.
All right, so here's my question for you then. This is the controversial question of the night.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that maybe, this is not Mortal Kombat, but this is just in general, when you release DLC characters, especially in the patching age, that you release them overpowered.
Yeah.
Because then that makes everybody want to buy the character.
Yeah.
And then they nerf them afterwards.
Could be. Could be.
Because so far it sounds like that's the... Because I messed with Tremor. I actually messed with them a little bit right before... I think, was it right before... I forgot when I messed with him now that I think about it. I remember I turned it on. I messed with him for a little bit. And I don't know. There was some stuff with him and I was like, wow, some of this stuff seems really good.
I know, right?
I feel that way. Like, that's how I felt when I saw Tanya at first. I was like...
For
Some
sure.
of this Tanya stuff seems really good.
She's like obvious. You can see it in 5 minutes.
Exactly. So, dude, I mean, is that the case? Should DLC, if that's the case, and I see some people in the chat are like, oh, that's of course what NRS is doing, right? Maybe. Should that get to a point then where NRS characters, NRS DLC, are banned from tournaments for the first couple of months? Should it just be so that you can't play them until, like, maybe they get patched or something like that at tournaments? Give them 3 months. Or do you think NRS wouldn't react to patch them without seeing them dominate a tournament? If CEO never happened, would Tanya ever have gotten nerfed before EVO?
Good question. I wish I had the answers to that. I really do. I wish I knew what was going on. I can tell you that in Injustice, maybe a couple of the DLC characters were really good.
Right.
Like Scorpion when he came out.
Martian Manhunter was super good.
Manhunter, Batgirl. Actually, now that I think about it, they were just really good characters. But Scorpion got nerfed.
Well, there you go.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. I can't remember now. But in any case, those characters were really good.
Well.
And they were never made not good.
Yep. There you go.
And Martian Manhunter. So, You know, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I mean, to be fair, Lobo was terrible, right?
Actually, Lobo ended up not being that bad.
Well, after a while, but when he released, he wasn't
bad
very good, right? Yeah, so
it took a
there
little
you go.
People,
there you go.
Figure him out.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true. But you know what? Other than that, it was
Zod
really good.
was super good.
Oh,
too.
Zod, of course. That's what I was thinking of. Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Zod was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zod, like Theory Zod was maybe the best, but we'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it was a fun tournament to watch.
Okay,
Sonic Fox did not take it.
Yeah.
DJT did not take it.
But you know what? Sonic Fox already won $100,000 the previous month, you know?
He had a pretty good July.
Yeah, he's probably like, I'll let someone else take some of this $10,000 here, so.
Happy for one couple.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Before we get to Street Fighter 4 results, so notice some people mentioning that seems like I'm wearing the same shirt as last week.
It does seem that way.
Yes, but this is the official Super Turbo box, the actual CPS2 board art. The last one was the Third Strike one drawn by the Yoshihara game guy in homage to this artwork.
Right. Wow, so, you plan out your shirts?
I do.
Wow. I'm sure I've worn the same shirt at least twice in a row on this show. Yeah. Just because, I don't have so many shirts. And it's 7 days later. It's gonna happen sometime. I'm sure that's happened.
But this is not Yoshihara game art. This is the original ST sketch art that was on the actual CPS2 board, which is one of my favorite art that's there.
It's very cool.
Yeah, so there you go. Ha.
All right. Good job.
Continue.
You got it. Let's talk about the top 8 in Ultra Street Fighter 4. 7th place is F3 Alucard with Hugo, Sagat, and Evil Ryu. 7th, Shen Chang, Yun.
Oh, cool. Okay.
5th places were TL Cast Blanca with Blanca.
That's awesome.
5th place, WFX, Winter Fox, 801 Strider, Abel.
Okay.
4th, RB, Red Bull, Snake Eyes with Zangief. 3rd place, EG Brad with Cammy. 2nd place, Yomi Dominion with Guile. Number 1, Liquid Knuckle Dew. Guile and DiCaprio.
That's right. Now that since you had that, you kind of expanded on that. It's too bad that RB is signed by Razer, because he would have been a really good sign for Red Bull.
RB, yeah.
Yeah, right? That would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing.
Well, too late on that one, so. But yes, Knuckle Dew taking first place.
I think Knuckle Dew's the best in the U.S.
I don't disagree at all at this point. I mean, I saw you had a conversation on Twitter about that with PR Balrog and a couple of other guys. I kind of chimed in. Did I chime in or did I not chime in? I don't think I said anything during that conversation, but I agree with you. Right now, to me, the two best people in the U.S. are Knuckle Dew and PR Balrog.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, I think those are the two best players. They were the two people who made top 8 at EVO. No surprise. So, to me, I don't feel like there's any question right now.
What PR Rog said was that he doesn't put himself that high. He would put Knuckle Dew on Smug.
Right. I did see him say that. So, one, I think he's being a little humble. Right.
Yeah, probably.
And two, I know there's a lot of people who love Smug out there, and I get blasted every time I say that I don't think he's like top 3 or whatever like that. Look, he's top 5 in the U.S., in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he's not quite there yet, I feel like.
Okay.
Because he just needs to travel more, and he needs to play more people. He needs a sponsor. Someone, please sponsor this man. Send him around the country, please. I want him to go to SCR, not necessarily just to kill everybody there, but because traveling and playing in unfamiliar environments and doing all these things it's gonna do a world of good for his game.
Agreed.
And do I think he has the potential to be number 1 in the U.S.? Absolutely, absolutely. I just don't feel like he's quite there yet. I feel like guys like Knuckle Dew and PR Rog are a little bit stronger at this moment.
Well, I agree.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it's, I would not fight too hard against any of those people.
Yeah.
As far as number 1.
That's true.
So.
And I'm glad to see Dominion doing super well again
Yeah.
Because he was a person that I put as number one in the U.S. for a while.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him get back up there because he's super good. He travels all the time.
Yeah.
He's like the only U.S. player that travels overseas to go play in other events.
Just about, yeah.
So, I feel like he definitely could be one of the best in the U.S., like free, because I already thought he was, and so he could get back up there again.
I was happy also for K-Brad. There were rounds where K-Brad just seemed like he was not going to be stopped. Like he was playing really, really, really well. So I'm happy for him. I feel like he's been back for a little while up to that high level again. But I still, that's really nice to see that he is still up there like that. He got to winners finals, in fact, and then lost to Knuckle and then lost to Dominion.
Yeah,
so.
He didn't. Same two people who beat Snake Eyes as well. Snake Eyes lost to two Guiles. And I'm wondering if he's going to have to find another character to fight Guile. I mean, that's always been a kind of a rough matchup. Not as much in 4. I'm talking in the history of Street Fighter.
Sure.
History of Street Fighter. Not so much in 4. Yeah.
That's like 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in fact, I remember him saying that he thought Geef beat Guile. That was a while ago. I'm not sure if that was even an Ultra. Maybe early Ultra. In any case, maybe he's changed his mind. I'm not sure. And I don't know. I don't know anything about that anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point in time, what's really interesting is I feel like in the U.S., the top 6, top 7 are pretty solid.
Yeah?
Like solidified in there.
Players, you mean?
Yeah, and a lot of them are there. And in fact, I would probably put Gustavo in the top 8 now as well. So, I mean, that whole list right there, that top 10, that top 8 of Ultra Street Fighter 4 there is pretty much like almost top 8 in the U.S. in my opinion. So
Casablanca.
Well, that's right. So
From
Casablanca kind of snuck in there, but that's awesome to see. That's super cool to see.
Justin Long in 9th place.
Oh, I didn't even know Justin went. Oh, okay. So 9th place. Yeah, I mean, Justin, I don't feel like is as strong in Street Fighter 4 as he was in the past.
Agreed.
And so he's definitely dropped off a little bit. I don't even know if I would put him necessarily in top 10 at this point in time in the U.S. So yeah, his results just haven't been.
No, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, haven't been there enough. So
yeah, that would be tough to argue against. Well, that's about it for results from that event.
Okay.
I just wanted to briefly talk about the commentary stream setup.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I didn't. This is not to say that the commentators who they had were of bad quality, because I don't think that that's the case. I just wish that, and I hate to single them out because this happens everywhere, but I just wish that events would settle on some commentators. And it doesn't need to be you and me; it could be anybody.
Right?
But just settle on some commentators and let them run with it for a little bit, because that's how people get better. That's how we got better. You go back like 5 years ago and listen to what we were doing.
The block at the orange.
It was not great, folks. Let me tell you. So the way that you get better at it is by practice, and it's like with anything. It's like with playing. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
If you only get to play so many times, you can only get so good. It's really tough to level up beyond that level. So I just wish that they just like, all right, these are the people who are going to be commentating. But instead, players would come on, shuffle off, and
I mean, there's some great commentators in Texas as well, like OAR Raf.
I think Raf's
we got Raf to go to Evo. Yeah. And he did a great job over there. There's tons of people. And I get message all the time from people that are like, I want to get into commentary. How do I get into commentary? Find the people who actually want to do that and try to get them on the mic and give them a shot, I heard the people who are doing the top 8 weren't even Street Fighter players. I think they were Smash players or something like that.
No. They were.
They were? Okay,
yeah, I mean, one of them was Oni-san.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
He definitely knows the game. It's just, I feel like you could hear sort of inexperience, maybe is the word. Again, not a rip on them, because I thought that they did fine. It's just that they could do better if they were given more time. And again, I don't mean to sound like I'm only singling them out. That's just it's something that happens all over the place that I hope event organizers and stream runners sort of adapt a little bit.
Yeah, see, that would be so cool if you got like Lee Chung and Sai, like just flew them out and have them do commentary. That'd be so sick.
It would be.
Oh, man.
But like I said, what I think is most important is to pick local commentators and,
Right,
and to
right.
develop local commentators. Because
yeah.
it's a good thing for your scene to have a good local commentator.
Yeah.
That commentator can help promote your scene just like a good player can, you know. So that's what I would like to see.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, yeah.
VS fighting?
Yes, let's go on. More events. Lots of events this last weekend, so.
All right. VS fighting. So this was in the UK, in Birmingham,
Yes.
in fact. And they had, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Mortal Kombat, Smash Bros, Guilty Gear, etc., Tekken Tag. This shows Street Fighter 4 first, and let's go with that one. So
Sure.
top 8. 7th place, BTM Hurricane 237 with DeCapre. Then SML Solid Jin with Vega. 5th places were F-Word Ibuki. 5th also was Pax Cody. Then 4th was UM Tyrant with Bison. 3rd was Rise Infectious Hugo. 2nd place was KIG Problem X with Viper and Seth. And then MD Luffy won the whole thing with Rose.
And no surprises there. Luffy has been dominating the Europe scene for a while. I mean, he got back into it recently. Like, he slumped a little bit, and now I feel like he's back in there. But
pretty much.
A couple of important standouts, obviously, is Infectious continuing his domination streak with Hugo.
He's so good. Like, he played against Luffy Rose.
Okay.
And you could really see that it didn't look like Luffy had played against that level of Hugo. Few people have, to be fair. But he was sticking like crouching shorts underneath fireballs as Hugo, and he had just had this perfect clap range.
Wait, what would happen when was he trade with the fireball?
Yeah, but he does more damage with his crouching short.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it is. And then he just had excellent clap ranges, and he prevented Rose from zoning.
Okay.
And so Luffy lost a game because of that. And then Luffy adapted and he started pressuring more, and so he won by pressure, by offense.
Right.
But that typical game that you would think Rose wants to play against Hugo, you couldn't really play that well.
I mean, that's the standard, like, oh, it's a grappler, let me play keep away.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily going to work, right? So, yeah. Also, I did want to mention, DeCapre in top 8 as well. I forgot to mention this, but Knuckle-Deuce DeCapre is getting really sick, by the way.
Dude, his DeCapre against Dominion Guile, I don't know what Dominion Guile is supposed to do in that match. That match looks awful.
Yeah, and he was also doing those crazy things where he would right next to people and, like, teleport and then suck back into the original spot but end up on the other side, or if he did it earlier, he would end up on the... Dude, he had some tech that I didn't see before. So, yeah. Anyways, not to take away from, VS Fighting, of course.
Yeah.
Also wanted to give a shout out to... did you see the video of Pro Fluke making that comeback on the Honda?
I did.
It was pretty sick, dude.
It was.
Yeah, I'm super happy. Because, Pro Fluke said it in a tweet. He's like, I will never forget this moment.
Yeah.
And fighting games, dude, that's why I love them. Because you get moments like that. You get these things where people get these kind of situations. And it's just euphoria and this kind of adrenaline rush. It's awesome. I love it. So, and I'm super happy for him that he got to experience something like that. Because he was pumped afterwards. He was like screaming and screaming. Awesome. Dude, it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. He got 9th place. But yeah, it was a good event.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Luffy. He's the best.
Shout outs to F-Word as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he got off of commentary and then got back onto commentary. Good job. That's not everybody can do that. Not everybody can take that little break. So good work.
Yep.
Let's talk about Mortal Kombat X there, because this was a really good top 8, I have to say. NBA Xeon with Scorpion.
I did notice there's like all different characters in top 8 in this event. There's like not a single repeated character. That's pretty crazy.
What was the case in the other one in EGL? DeCapre, Guile, but then Cammy, Zangief, Abel, Yun, Blanca, Hugo, Sagat, Ilario.
So that's really impressive. Okay. Anyways, back to Mortal Kombat X.
And then Rose, Viper, Seth, Hugo, Bison, Cody, Ibuki, Vega, DeCapre. Only one of those characters was a repeat from the previous top 8 that we just mentioned. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's really good. It's
pretty balanced.
It's very cool.
Good work.
Very cool to see, for sure.
So, Mortal Kombat X at that event was actually really good. Xeon, Inferno, Scorpion. 7th also was NBA Ermac with Ermac.
Ermac?
Yes.
Okay.
Using Ermac with Master of Souls.
Okay.
Yeah, Master of Souls are right. Then Tempest Kung Lao. Fifth places were ED Aixy, AIXY, with Cassie Cage Hollywood, Venomous Devora, and Spec Ops Cassie. Fifth, also ED Undead Jim with Bone Shaper Shinnok, Heavy Weapons Jax, and Hunter Predator. Fourth place, PND Mustard, yeah, with Bone Shaper Shinnok and Imposter Shinnok. Third place, PND Ketchup with Sorcerer Quan Chi.
Nice.
Okay. Then second place, PND A Foxy Grandpa with Tempest Kung Lao and Hat Trick Kung Lao. And then winner, PND Madzin with Grandmaster Sub-Zero and War God Kotal Khan. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how I don't get it. How did that happen?
Need to go watch the archives or something. So.
It was, no, I watched it. It was awesome.
Okay, cool. Good stuff.
It was awesome.
Nice.
Foxy Grandpa, of course, second place at EVO. Okay, so in times past, I had no idea how good the UK, European MK scene was, because I just figured it's small and it's unlikely that it's going to be really good just because of numbers.
Yeah, I mean, and plus another thing is Mortal Kombat always felt like the football, it's just an American game.
It did feel like that. And especially for Madsen, dude's from Germany where the game was illegal. So his scene could not be big. You know what I mean? But yet here he is. He made top, I think, 17th at EVO.
Nice.
And, of course, EVO top 8 also included both Foxy Grandpa and Ketchup.
Yes.
And aka Europe. And they both got top 3 at this as well. So the reason I brought this up is because I'm not sure which one of these MK tournaments was better, to be honest. This one or EGL Dallas. This could have been it. And in fact, when I was watching it, I felt like I should have been watching that one the whole time. Like the level of play was just very, very high.
Well, how was the DLC representation in the top 8 there?
Different story.
Yeah, so they didn't use them as much there.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
think
really
only
interesting.
one Predator.
That's really interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It was really good. Man, Madsen just has a really good Sub-Zero. Like it's probably the best Sub-Zero that I've seen.
Okay.
He does things that nobody else does with that character. Like Sub-Zero has a string 1-2 where he sort of punches and then he goes low. A very far range low punch that you very rarely see used just because it's a kind of gimmick. But his idea was, if you have somebody caught in the corner with clone and they want to jump back. Just in case you do like the back 2 overhead or whatever.
Right.
You overcommit. But what he did is when he saw that happen, he pressed 1-2 and then the 2 actually punished landing recovery.
What?
And then he got this whole combo out of it. I've never seen anybody else do that.
That's sick.
That
so
was
he would
awesome.
time the punch to whiff far away enough so the jump kick would miss. The jump back in the corner would miss, and then he would chase him down with a 2 and reach him far enough. Okay.
That was hot. I
got
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. So shout outs to Madsen and shout outs to the scene out there. And of course, that grand finals was awesome because it was commentated by Ketchup and Mustard.
Oh, nice. Props to him because what place did he get? You said Ketchup got third,
Mustard
right?
got 4th.
Look, one of the reasons why I stopped commentating at events is because after I lose, like you should not put me on the mic.
Yeah.
Because, everybody knows that I get super salty on the mic after I lose and such.
Actually, that famous clip of you getting super salty at the old Wednesday Night Fights, was that after an MK match?
It was after I lost MK and after I lost Street Fighter 4 against someone that I normally beat all the time. So, because I was just so angry the whole entire time, which is why when I came back to the table, I was so mad.
It was hilarious.
Because that pretty much ruined that night for me. play wise.
Yeah.
Although I don't want to get into it.
All right. We'll move on.
Yeah.
That was a good event. Good event.
Yep.
Fun to watch.
Cool. Good stuff.
Good job to everybody involved.
Yep.
What else was there to talk about, or should we take a break? Or FV
we
Cup.
had an FV Cup here, which was an event that took place in Malaysia. So a lot of Asian players showing up to this one. Do you have the results? Do you want me to go through this?
I do indeed have the results, and predictably
Whoa,
very high level.
Hang on a second.
What are you doing?
Just washing it.
Okay. Well,
What happened?
An ad on the page started playing some. Oh yeah.
The Buick.
Yeah, exactly. So sorry about that, guys.
Buick. Anyway, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is where the action was at. Top 8. 7th was Chuan with Guile. 7th also Gonzalez with Seth. 5th places were Koji Miyake with Akuma and Yun. Then Leslie Sagat, also 5th. 4th was Tonpi Viper. Third was Razor Gact with Fei Long and Sagat. Second place, Itabashi Zangief. Nice. First place, Bonchan Sagat.
There you go.
Ninth place was RB Hugo Rolento Guy.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Ninth place also Yubiken Shiro with Abel.
And Jiawa was there too. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, look at that. Kim1234 was also there, along with Human Bomb and Batosai. They all tied for 13th. So that was actually a lot of good players there. A lot of strong players. So good stuff. Good stuff to the Malaysia tournament here. So
I did not see this, but it sounds like it was an event that shouldn't be missed, so I feel bad about that now.
Yeah.
Winners finals was Bonchan Sagat versus Ituzan, and that was actually only 3-2. It was not a blowout, apparently.
Wow, okay.
Grand finals, 3-0. But, you know.
Yeah, happens. It happens, so.
You know.
Yeah.
It's 5-5 matchups.
It's totally the most even it's ever been, you know? Damn Mike Ross.
Mike Ross!
Man. The things Mike Ross has made us say. Ugh.
He's a genius.
Yes.
I was talking about that on some stream chat, and I said the same thing, right? That Mike Ross, everybody will say something stupid commenting with Mike. And somebody was like, are you saying Mike is stupid? Oh, you're saying Mike is stupid? And I was like, no. That means Mike is a genius. That means Mike is a genius.
Because he gets us to say these things, you know? He gets us hyped.
That's his job.
Yeah, and then he starts he'll lead into some declaration, and then the thing about it is he's crafted that persona enough that he can kind of get away with it.
Yeah,
but when he does it, it just makes us want to do it. You know what I mean? Because then you're like, U.S. totally caught up Japan, run! And, you know.
Oh, you're going to make some stupid statement? Check out mine! Yeah, I don't know.
It's so amazing.
That's how it works. That's
Genius Mike Ross. Genius Mike Ross.
Anyway, so that was FV Cup.
There was also a Topanga ranking battle this weekend, and this, I guess, was between Tokyo, Osaka, and Fukuoka. And let's go through the results here. So in the Tokyo one...
This already happened.
Oh, this one already happened? Oh, these are all the ones that already happened.
Oh,
okay. Is it this?
Yeah, August 8th, and then there was August 9th.
Oh, okay. So on August 8th, this happened in Fukuoka. And you're going to make me do all the Japanese names again.
I just did this.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, so in tied for, remember, this is single elimination, so bottom 4 are 5th place tied, right? So Benny Fuki, who used Ibuki, Michael Tan, the Ken player, Ain, the Evil Ryu player, and Oitajin Chun-Li, all tied for 5th place. And tied for 3rd place was Mizuteru with Blanca and Seth, and Sukechi with El Fuerte. 2nd place was Peppadai with El Fuerte. Two El Fuertes up there. And 1st place, Gachikun Sagat.
Oh, you know what? I watched it. Now that I think about it.
What, you you watched this?
Yeah, I watched it. I only saw top 3, but
okay.
4,
there you go.
I guess.
There you go.
But yeah, that was cool. I did see that.
Okay, cool.
It was really good.
And then August 9th here. So this one is in Tokyo. So there was a Tokyo event that happened. I just scrolled past it again. So this is day 3 Tokyo. And tied again for 5th place.
I watched this too.
Yep. Okay, well, you can talk about it a little bit then. That's cool. We can get some feedback on this. But we have Storm Kubo with Hugo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twiggy with T-Hawk. Wanchan Taro with...
Mise Makoto.
Yeah. Mise Makoto, okay. White Fang with Hugo. 2 Hugos.
You know it.
Dang.
And a T-Hawk.
Okay,
Keep going, though. It gets crazier.
Okay, the tied for 3rd place was Nishikin Blanca.
Sure.
Who was a Capcom Cup player last year. R with Balrog and Elena. 2nd place was KGN with DJ.
Yes,
DJ.
That's right, DJ.
Dude, that just... you see that reaction, that double take
That's
I just
right.
did? And 1st place was Kawaguchi with Rose.
Yeah. So I did see this one.
Mm-hmm.
The Hugos played well, but what are you going to do?
Right.
KGN DJ was good. I gotta tell you, once it got to Rose, it seemed like it was lights out, but before that, he had some good stuff.
Okay, cool.
He had some good stuff. He's definitely fighting the uphill battle there, but he had some good stuff.
Just apologize to everybody. Just realized now I did not update the topics on the side at all. So
Well, oh yeah, Vega Rash.
Yeah, that was kind of last. I saw some people like, I can't wait till they talk about Vega Rash, and I was like, you fools, that was last week. Now I realize I'm the fool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who's
Don't
more
trust
foolish?
this thing.
Who's more foolish, the fool or the one who follows him? Anyways, DJ.
Anyway, it was a good topic.
Good stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So there was Blanca in third place in both events.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
And there was a Blanca top 5 at EGL Dallas.
Yeah, it's really getting to a point right now where it's really hard to say who's bad in this game.
That character sucks.
Blanca?
Believe it. Everybody thinks he sucks.
Blanca? Yeah. I mean, everyone always says what? Blanca, DJ, Dalsum are like the ones
bottoms.
that people always talk about the most.
That's a good list. I'd have to see the whole list of characters, but that's a good list. Yeah.
I don't even necessarily believe that Dalsum is bottom 3, but like I totally believe he's bottom 5. Because I mean, again, he's another one of those characters where someone will have ridiculous success with him. You know, DJ is the one that I just never see have success until here we go, second place.
Second place is
in a Tokyo tournament is pretty good.
Second place is good. Yeah. It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. Oh yeah, Dan is a good.
Dan. Okay, there you go.
That's
there you
good.
go. Yeah, that's true. So that's a good 4.
That's a good
4 characters. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I have any more events that have completed. Oh, actually, one more. Unfortunately, again, apologize about this. Don't mean to underrepresent it, but Super Smash Con happened this weekend.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I remember when they first announced it, like people were like, this is weird, some guy wants to run this Super Smash Con, who are these people kind of things. But apparently it turns out that it sounded like it went really well and people were excited. A ton of people showed there. So yeah, very, very cool that it turned out to work out so well. So, and it looks like it was won by Leffen.
Okay.
So Leffen came out here and took a tournament.
And he beat Mewtwo King doing it.
That's right, Mewtwo King. Yeah.
Third place was Axe. Sweet.
4th was Westballs. Tied for 5th was Kobo and MacD. And tied for 7th was Gatsu and Nintendude.
Sick.
And I did read something about Mewtwo King. I mean, apparently he's been having hand problems
Yes,
as well.
he has.
God, because Smash, that
Right.
game probably destroys your hands more than any game that I know of.
Yeah,
Because
it
you're
looks tough.
constantly doing this, and it's like a weird claw grip
It's a
everywhere.
weird grip.
But he did say, like, even during grand finals, that he could feel the hands really starting to hurt. So that's really unfortunate.
That sucks.
Yeah,
That sucks.
But congratulations to Leffen, because Leffen is, you know, on the verge. And oh, dude, did you see, like, I think that one guy who keeps drawing all those Smash art of like the players? Remember how he drew like the 5 gods or whatever? Have you seen that picture before?
Maybe.
He drew one for like Evo Top 8. It's so sick, dude. That guy draws so good. Like, cause he draws the players, and it's just they look so good. They look so accurate. It's really cool. But yeah.
You know, at that event they had a presentation from Wife and probably other people. I think Hacks was in there about like keeping your hands okay.
Oh really?
And he had like, I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but I believe an occupational therapist.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, or it was some sort of
right.
similar advice for hands type person. It's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah,
because that's something that affects, you know, more people than you might think. I certainly have met many people. It's not just me and it's not even my hands. It's my neck. Right.
Exactly.
But a lot of other people have carpal tunnel issues. That's not uncommon. In gamers, it's really not. So it's good to spread awareness of how you can get around that stuff, because you can. There are stretches you can do to help yourself out. There are weights and exercises you can do to help yourself out. So
yeah, I mean, that is probably one disadvantage I would give towards pads, that I feel like it has a better potential of kind of hurting your hands in the long run than a joystick does. But if you play the joystick in certain hand positions, like the keyboard, if you have your hands craned the wrong way and such like that, so...
Yeah.
But
man, I'm always impressed watching Melee players, though. I would, maybe this has happened, but it'd be interesting to know what their APM is, you know, the actions per minute,
right,
like in StarCraft, right? Like what's their APM? Because whenever I see people play, they're just doing this a mile a minute.
Dude, I think I think Melee is the most execution heavy fighting game that's popular right now.
Yeah,
I honestly do. I
think it's
like the hardest one to play.
Dude, it totally looks like it. So.
Yeah. But they
Anyway.
also played Smash Brothers for Wii U. Tied for 7th was Necat, yeah. Although I don't know how much Ness he plays as much, but I mean, he's always part of the Onet Boys team. DK Will also tied for 7th. In 5th place, I like how it's like 5th, thanks. But Mr. R and Angel Cortez tied for 5th. You see what I mean on the list? Yeah. 4th was Fatality. 3rd was Nairo, who, by the way, also got signed to Team Liquid.
I saw that today, yeah.
So him and Zero are on Team Liquid now, along with Leffen.
Wait, isn't Zero TSM?
Oh, is it oh, you're right. Leffen is TSM as well. You're right. Oh, I got the teams mixed up. You're absolutely right. My apologies again.
Is it Chillin who's on Liquid?
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, standard. That's my flub for the day. My inaccurate information for the day. But yes, Knuckle Dew's team, they signed Nairo, and you're right. Team Solo Mid has Zero and Leffen. So my bad on that one. So, but yes, Nairo got 3rd place. So congratulations to him on getting signed. 2nd place was Esam, the Pikachu player.
Yeah.
And guess who 1st place was?
Well, 1st place was TSM Zero, of course. But what I heard was that it was a really, really tense winners finals between Esam and Zero. I haven't watched it, but I heard it was really close.
Hungry Box is on Liquid.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, Hungry Box and also
Liquid
Ken. And Ken. So,
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. Wait, Curse Hungry Box? No, that's not right. Right?
No, Liquid.
Yeah. No, somebody else said Curse. I don't think that's... Anyway.
They're all arguing now.
Anyway, I believe you're right. Anyway, I heard the winners finals was really close, and it was the closest that Zero has come to losing.
It's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
His dominance is, we talked about this before, but his dominance is something special. There are so many people playing that game, and there's such a high level of competition. I don't know how he's been the only one to win. It's remarkable.
Yeah, it's not like it's one of those games that nobody plays, kind of situation. So.
Oh yeah, Curse merged with Liquid. There you go.
That's what it was. Okay,
that sounds right.
Okay. Smash Brothers Brawl was also played there.
Yes.
I'll just do top 3 here. 3rd place was Nairo, so 2 3rd places. 2nd place was Esam, 2 2nd places. And 1st, not Zero, but Mewtwo King.
Good stuff.
So he won Brawl. And got 2nd in Melee, so congratulations to him. And they also did play regular Smash Brothers 64.
I watched this, and each time it's been on stream lately, I've been watching it. That game was a blast to watch.
Dude, that game is brutal.
Yeah,
like, it's like the most combo heavy one, right?
It's the most combo heavy, and it seems like the most dangerous. Like you can be at a pretty low percent and then just die all of a sudden if you get something wrong.
Dude, my favorite thing to do was
really
to
cool.
play Jigglypuff and do down a sleep, and then that's it.
Oh, that worked, huh?
Yeah. That was like all I tried to do with the character. But top 3 there was Tacos, got 3rd. 2nd was Karo Karopi, and 1st place was Super Boom Fan.
Well, it's not easy to read.
Dude, there's so many capitals and lower
That's
cases.
the old
I don't know how he chose which ones to be. Oh, he actually alternates it. Okay, there you go. But it's really hard to tell, so there you go. But yeah, so it's really
cool to watch that game.
And it's really cool to hear that Super Smash Con went well. It's very rare. I mean, the reason why there was some skepticism is because it's very rare to have someone come out of nowhere and be like, here's this big event, we're going to do this big thing, here's all this money we're going to pump into it, and then actually have it work and be pulled off successfully. But a lot of people said that they enjoyed it, and it looks like it has a lot of potential, so it's another Smash major to add onto the map, and I think that's great. That's awesome. And it's timed very well in August, so that's on the other side of the year from Apex and such like that. So
you know what was very impressive to me is that Rick was there. Rick, the guy who ran Combo Breaker, etc.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was there in whatever capacity. I don't know. He was working there or whatever. But he tweeted that it was one of his favorite events in recent years.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Dang.
There you go.
He goes to a lot of them. So.
There you go. Yeah. Good stuff.
Shout outs to them.
So, all right. Well, that's all the events that we have. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about upcoming events, some game news, and get to some miscellaneous things here and there. So be right back.